Hey guys, so I'm actually thinking about starting to make videos at the park. Maybe I'll make one tomorrow, but I kind of want to talk about this. This is sort of important to me, and I think that'd actually be a good idea if I start making videos at the park before the weather gets cold. I can smoke a cigarette and maybe I don't want to drink alcohol because then I can't focus on the topic while getting drunk, because these are not exactly serious conversations, just more so things that happened in my life, and I want to remember the story and not be buzzed or anything, because when I'm buzzed I like to be alone and not make videos and not do shit. So yeah, just a cigarette will do. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow, I don't know. But I'm going to talk about two friends. Well, actually, one of them was my favorite. Another one, he was just okay. He wasn't really my favorite, but he was nice. He was a nice guy. And potentially I wanted to date them, but I couldn't because, of course, my nonna pushed them away. And I got two new things. Well, this I got a while ago. This Hello Kitty bag. And I have to hide these from my nonna because, of course, she'll destroy them. Just put that away real quick. And this is my favorite one. The Aristocats bag. I have an Aristocats purse up here, but I don't feel like getting it down because my sweater, well, my hoodie is hung up there. I need to get a new vape too because I'm sick and tired of going outside just to smoke. And I also got this little cosmetic bag. All that's in here is just candy and whatever, and I could put my medication in it, but I keep it in the other thing. That's besides the point. Point being is that I need some lotion because my hands are super freaking dry. I didn't carry lotion to school because I went to the store to get that bag today. Now I could carry it to school or whenever. All right. So I'm going to talk about two friends that I lost, of course, probably because of my grandmother. And I was very honest with them about her and things she does and says. So first friend that I lost, and I'm going to talk about the guy that I knew first. This guy's name was Louis, or Louis. God, do I miss Louis and Louis. He was a good friend and someone who I could be around who was just nice. We kissed, we made out, we did things because we were, attracted to each other. And first time I met him, he was in my intro to criminal justice class. And how I met him is because he was actually in my chair. And I was like, hey, you're in my spot. And he just sat there, and then I sit next to him. And then we became the couple at school. Because I'm always seen walking with guys and whatever. Even though they're just my friends, we just became the couple. Where we always sat next to each other. We hung out. Louis would come over to my house after school. We'd hang out. I met his parents. And we had fun basically all throughout winter of 2024 and partially 2025. One day, he just stopped talking to me. And then I was like, Louis, what's going on? He said, sorry, I have a lot of catching up to do, and making all these excuses. And it was just one excuse after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. Then I started thinking, wait, is this guy getting sick of me? And I kind of blame myself because I was texting him and doing things that I shouldn't have really been doing. And I moved on, and then I met Kyle. And then I met somebody else, and he was getting the impression that he wasn't wanted, I guess. And Louis was legally blind. He had Stargardt's disease. And that's basically a disease in the retina of the eye where it's very hard to see. And all he would see is black. And he had a cane and everything. And he didn't know what he wanted to do with his life. And he was a bit older than I was. Not as old as Kyle, though. Because Kyle's 35. And Louis was 22. I was 20 years old. So Louis was 2 years older. But one day he just stopped talking to me. And I was like, what's going on? He just ghosted me. And I was so hurt by that. Like, I just didn't know, like, what to do. I was thinking, what could I have done that was so wrong? I mean, besides the things that I was saying, and besides, like, because I would ship stuff to, like, I didn't even get, like, most of my stuff that I shipped to his house. So, yeah, it was just a few things, but, like, it is what it is. It's materialistic. I don't really care. It was a pair of gloves. But I ended up finding a pair of gloves here that are actually way warmer, because I go in the cooler for work and for winter. Anyways, first friend that I lost, but I actually gained 2 more friends when I lost Zeke and, no, not Zeke. When I lost Louie and Tyler, I actually gained 2 better friends, Zeke and Kyle, who are real, true people. I know they are, because I work with them. Of course, and we kind of have to be, because we work together. Then I met Tyler. Tyler was sitting by himself, and I always saw him, because I would sit in this building, I would always see him by himself, and he always kept to himself. And I have a thing for gingers, and these boys, they had red hair. All of them did. I'm a ginger lover. What can I say? And I'm proud to be a ginger lover. They're good people, and they're very sensitive. I like that. So I met this boy, Tyler. Very nice guy. We start talking on the phone. And also, this says, hello, gorgeous. I forgot to show you guys. This is from Five Below. We start talking. We hung out one time. My Nonna wasn't home. And then he pulled up in the truck. It was actually his brother's truck. And, very nice guy. Very, very nice. And, apparently to my Nonna, even though he showered that day, he showed up dirty. He was not dirty. He was actually very clean. I smelled him. Well, because we sat close. And, of course, she pushed him away. She called him Cousin It, because his hair laid flat on his face when he had bangs. And I was like, real nice. And then she always comes up with nicknames for these guys, and they're not very nice. And the reason why she pushed Lewis away, because he was blind. I actually told Lewis the truth, and I said the reason why we can't be together, and I think that's what set him off, is because my Nonna said, you're blind and you can't take care of me. I think that really must have hurt his feelings. But Lewis, from day one, always said, tell me the truth. And then I did. I actually told him the truth, what my grandmother said, and that she pushed him away. And that, I think, really set him off and just made him not want to talk to me anymore, because it is wrong what she did, that she pushed away somebody who I really liked. And another thing, and that's why I rebel, the other thing is that she pushed Tyler away because he was dirty. And she looked at his boots. Of course they were dirty, because Tyler works in a camp where they dig and whatever, and it's muddy. Of course, so what if the person's blind? So what if the person's a different color? So what if they show up a little dirty? Big fucking deal. It's not the end of the world. She always thinks, that's like the problem with my grandmother. One minor mistake is someone shows up with one flaw, she acts like it's the end of the world. And that's what I just don't like about her. Point blank, period. I don't. And that's why I got into an argument with my aunt, where I was posting shit on Facebook about her, saying things that I don't like about her. And it was wrong to do that, and I'm very sorry. But my aunt and I got into it over text, which was pretty pathetic. She was like, oh, your Nonna cares for you, your Nonna does this, your Nonna... Yes, she does, but she also does things where she's not perfect either. And she admits it. So that was the last time that Tyler came over, and he wasn't allowed over again, and I was honest with him about that too. And honestly, it was better that he and Louie didn't come over again. I'm surprised she even allows Kyle. She pushed them away. What can I say? And even Kyle's mother did that with his girlfriends, but she didn't push me away. Honestly, I think she likes me. So, there you go. Can't believe she still pushed them away. And then the last time I talked to Louie was like about half a year to a year ago. And Louie being adopted has nothing to do with it, but he was. Tyler, of course, as his parents. I knew this was going to be about a 10-minute video. Anyway, bye guys, take care. And just don't push people away because it'll get you nowhere in life. We need people, but I push people away because my Nona's hurt. I even one time told her that I'm getting sick of your ugliness. It does rub off on me because when you hang around somebody for so long, you kind of become like them. But I will never follow in her footsteps, ever, as far as that goes. And she would always talk like, I thought you were going to be the same as me, but you're totally the opposite. And I'm thinking in the back of my head, good. I'm glad I'm the opposite of you because you're just like a scumbag, you know? You can be. You act like one because you think that you're better than everybody. Take care. Bye, guys. And you know what? I'm not fucking sorry. I meant it.